Hey. Hey people. Hi honey. Who is this fine girl? It's me. We're just waiting for more people to join in. Hey. Hey. I literally feel like dancing actually. Hey. Kasana Olua is involved. No matter the challenges where I face, I know the shake. Yeah. Hey people. Tonight we're talking about loyalty in your relationship. What do you consider to be loyalty from the person you say you like, or I like to do this with single people. So loyalty, right? What's your definition of loyalty? Tell me. When do you consider a person loyal? Like and does loyalty matter to you as well? Because some people don't care. Some people don't really care whether you're a loyal person or not. If you're good looking, they're good to have a relationship with you. So do you care about loyalty when picking a partner? Do you care about how loyal a person is, and what do you tame to be loyal? Please tell me, people. But then the money me and no fit to butter. I get a holy father. I put it on God. Loyalty is important to me. Okay, great. So what do you consider to be loyalty? Like, how does a person have to act for you to say, that's a loyal person, I want to marry them? How does a person have to act? And how can you even tell that a person will be loyal in marriage, from the friendship stage into the dating phase and then marriage? How can you tell? Of course, I'm going to answer the question on a more broader level, but I want to hear you guys tell me your own opinion about marriage. Okay, how faithful they are with money, how truthful they are even to their siblings and family. Ooh, yes. How faithful are you? How truthful are you? Regardless of whether you like the person or not, do you check their character? Are they truthful people? Are they, honest people? It's very important, because I always say you can't afford to expect a fraudulent person to be loyal to you. How can a fraudulent person be loyal to you? They can't be loyal to you because they don't have the quality of loyalty. They don't have the quality, of transparency. They are corny. They rip people of their money, so they cannot be loyal to you. So they always hide the truth from you in trivial conversations. Do they always have to? Oh, yeah. Do they always hide the truth from you in trivial conversations? Of course. People can't even tell you what they had for lunch. They're too secretive, too private, too everything clustered, and you think that they're going to be loyal to you in marriage. So we want to be certain that we're looking out for all these personality traits, because the personality is the person. So watch out for their personality traits, because that's the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. So watch out for their personality traits, okay, people? And when you're actually looking for something, you will find that thing you're looking for. But when you're not looking, you won't find. So look out for the things that matter to you. For some people, they've had people break their trust, so they cannot just trust you anyhow. So you have to earn their trust, and that's good. If you have trust issues, make sure that before you put people into your life, they have to earn it. Trust is earned, not given. So you see, with trivial things like, the school they attended, some people lie about the school that they went to. All these things you need to check in the friendship stage, not even dating stage, because why? When you start dating someone, you already have an emotional connection with them, whether you like it or not. You have accepted them into your life, into your heart. So when they break your trust, even though you never got to marry them, you would still be hurting, like, that person took advantage of me, that person is wicked, the people from this tribe. Some people tribalize, they tribalize trust. They say people from this tribe are not trustworthy. People from this country are not, to save money with. People from this country are not worth marrying. No. People should be able to earn your trust. Okay, people? They earn it. Trust is to be earned. So if you're looking for loyalty, you have to understand that you check. If you're checking, you would find. If you're looking, you will find. If you're asking, you would find. So ask them questions that might make them uncomfortable, or that will make any normal person be uncomfortable, and see how they respond to that question. That really tells you how they would be in the marriage. Because sometimes the truth is, your partner might do something and they made a mistake with that thing, but they need to be humble and transparent enough to tell you, I made a mistake. Some people can never appreciate the fact that they made a mistake. Some people can never say, I made a mistake, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, my days, my bad. Some people cannot do that in the friendship stage. Why would you marry them? They've already shown that they cannot be, in marriage with you. So truthfulness and loyalty is something you cannot forfeit when talking about marriage. Look out for their character traits, especially in loyalty and truthfulness. Let them be trustworthy. Trust is earned. One of my mentors told me this thing many years ago, and I held on to it. He said, nobody ever broke my heart. I said, okay. You are in your late 30s, 40s, and nobody ever broke your heart. And then he said something that I want to leave with every one of you tonight. He said, I never gave them my heart so they couldn't break it. What I gave them was my trust. So when they broke my trust, I knew they had broken it, so they can never, fix it back because they've broken it. But my heart is with God. Now God gets to give my heart to my wife. That blew my mind. And if more people lived like that today, a lot of people will not be heartbroken. So please give your trust, not your heart. If you give your trust and they break it, you have your heart with you, or you have your heart with God. But you see, if you give your heart and they break it, you might find it uncomfortable or uneasy trusting and loving again. So please, from this day, know that you're giving your trust to people that you like. Know that you're giving your trust to that new man or that new woman you're talking to, not your heart. Your heart should be with God. Because if you give your heart to someone and they break it, you might not recover as quickly as you gave that heart to them. So give your trust, people. Okay? Loyalty should be earned. Trust should be earned. That's why most companies, before they employ you, they have, interviews for you. They ask you questions. They want referrals. They want to check all these things because they need to, have a leverage in trusting you. That's how you should be with your heart. These are companies, they fade away. Sometimes some of these companies close up. A lot of things happen to these companies. They close up literally. But you see, they are very particular about the people that they accept. So they want to do interviews. They want to do referrals. They want to know where you worked. They want to have a letter from your previous employer. And then people just give their hearts to people that are not even trustworthy. You have to make sure that the trust that people get from you is earned. It's earned. You can't wake up one morning and see a new bank. You never heard about the bank. You don't know anything about the bank, and you just go and put all your money there. No. You want to figure out that, you want to think, oh, do I know anybody that has used this bank? Do they have adverts? What, how long have they been working? So people like all those companies that states so company since 1920. Why do they want it? Because they have been there for long. So people need to earn your trust, because you understand the trail of their wanting to be in your life. You're not just giving your trust to anybody that comes. Even your heart is more important, that you don't just give your heart to anyone. They have to earn it, people. They have to earn it. Okay? So first things first is understanding that not everybody comes into your life to stay. Yeah. So someone said this thing to me, and I want women face this temptation and this struggle a lot, to want to tell everybody all their issues. So if you're spending a room with this person, or your roommates or hostel mates, you start to think that they are your friends. No, they're not your friends. Before they can be your friends, they need to earn the friendship title, and they need to show themselves worthy of trust. You have to trust the person you call your friend. You have to, as well as you have to trust the person you call your life partner. Life partner. These are two big words. Merging them together is not for somebody who is just trying to play with you, or somebody who wants to be here tomorrow and not want to be here. The reason why a lot of relationship might not be solid and strong is because the people in it did not focus on the important things. So they're focusing on height, tribe. Oh, he's from this race. I really like people from this race. And they're not thinking about, their values. Does he believe that he should never raise his hand to hit a woman? Does he believe that marriage is about service? Does he believe all of these things before you then say, yeah, we are compatible? Compatibility should never be about what you look like. It should never be, my video thingy. My video is coming out this weekend. Once it comes out on Saturday, please go and watch it. I explained a lot of things in that video that would help you in discerning what kind of people you let stay in your life and the people to let go. And if you're a person that you have not been able to get a partner or settle down on, people are not asking, for women now, I'm talking to women now. Before men start to wonder, okay, I'm talking to women. If you haven't had a suitor in the past, 1 year, and you are above the age of 25, 26, please watch the video that drops over the weekend, because I will be breaking down some things that would help you know the parts that you're not playing right. Because the truth is, all the females who are getting engaged and getting married, they're not different from you. They only know something that you do not know. So you need to be aware of what you're looking for in a partner. You can't afford to be joked with. You can't afford to, accommodate just anyone who wants to be in your life. You have to do a screening check. Just how companies, and you see, they will value it. Men would value it. Please, it will be very nice to be able to come back to watch this live video on your page later on. I want my sister to come back to watch it. Oh, that's actually very thoughtful of you. I'm going to post the video on my page, so yeah, your sister can watch it, right? So trust is so important. When you're dealing with a new person, even if it's same gender, right, a female, please check. Some females have tried to break my trust, but you see, you're welcome, Holly. But you see, I was discerning, because the truth is, why a lot of people want to be around celebrities, like, this celebrity is popping. It's not because they have, one special likeness for that celebrity per se. It's simply because that celebrity is popular, seems cool, looks like it doesn't have any worries, doesn't have any problems. So everyone, of course, wants to be with a person like that. So if people want to be with you because you have this, you have that, then this is signal that they cannot be in your life. Trust is earned. Loyalty is earned. They have to earn your loyalty as well as you earn theirs. Okay, so working on yourself, you need to know that I need to be a loyal person. If I'm going to attract a loyal man, I need to be loyal to my friends, to my family. Some people cannot keep a secret, and they're expecting God to give them a marriage that nobody has ever experienced. It really doesn't work like that. You need to work on yourself. Okay, give the most towards the thing that you believe you desire and you should have, right? Be a loyal friend. Whether it's with people around you, first be a loyal friend. Keep things when your friends tell you. Keep information. Don't spread some things about certain people. There are some things that I know even in marriage. I don't get to tell my husband about certain people. He doesn't have to know. Until a person has to know an information, you don't have to tell them. But you see, I didn't become this partner in no time. I was already a loyal friend in my singleness. So please be loyal in your singleness, because you will need it in marriage. It's loyalty that helps you not come on IG Live and pop your Instagram open and set your ring light and you're talking about, oh, my husband did that, my husband did this, or my wife did that, my wife did that. It's loyalty. It's not really any other thing. It's not maturity. It's loyalty, because some people are mature, but they don't know how to, keep certain things to themselves. So please look out for loyalty in the loyalty and, truthfulness in the talking stage, in the early stage of the friendship. Ask some uncomfortable questions. See how they react. See how they react. You will need it, because in the marriage, you might ask some questions that, of course, your husband would never want you to have that information, or your wife would never want you to have that information. But the loyalty in them is fighting them to tell you the truth, because they're already loyal people. So it doesn't happen like rocket science. They have to be, their character has to be checked and watched for a while. So it's not that you are trying to be investigative, or you're trying to be, too serious with your life. The truth is, you have to be that serious with your life if you want to get the most out of it. So ask all the questions and watch how he responds. When the person is trying to do, every time you ask them an uncomfortable question, you're already getting your cue that, am I sure this person is being transparent? And then ask questions that will top it. Another week, you might bring that topic again and see their reaction. You are looking out for yourself. There's nothing wrong with looking out for yourself. There is nothing wrong with looking out for yourself. Once you understand that, especially in the dating phase, if you looked out for yourself so well, when you get into the marriage, you will be available to give just anything, because you understand what it is to be married. But you see, in this time and day, a lot of people don't know what it is to be married, so they are still childish. Now, let me tell you this thing, and it's important that everybody in the Gen Z generation gets to hear this. Do you know that we say marry your friends? Those of us in the relationship sector say marry your friend, and people are like, yes, I'm going to marry my friend. That's a good thing. But you see, if you are not loyal to your friends, you will not be loyal to your husband, because it's still your friend. It's just a new title. If you're not respectful to your friends, you will not be respectful to your husband. If you are not trustworthy with your friends, you will not be trustworthy in marriage. So when we say marry your friend, it's really a test on your character, because you cannot marry your friend that you don't love. You cannot marry your friend that you don't reverence. You cannot marry your friends that you don't care honestly about. So the term marry your friend is supposed to filter your heart and your thought pattern, that if I cannot do this with my husband, then I should never do this with my friend. If your friend tells you that, oh, I had this experience, I had that experience, and you never share it with people, then maybe you're ready for marriage. So that's one plot for you. If your friend tells you that, oh, this has been a difficult, season in my life, this has been difficult for me, and you don't come on Instagram and share it, or like use it on your captions, then you might be ready for marriage. But you see, the term marry your friend should not be trampled on, because we say marry your friend, so you take the same attitude that you have with your friends that is not fine-tuned and take it into marriage. It will be disastrous. So now that you are single, work on the way that you are with your friends. Sometimes I see some videos of couples and the husband is calling the wife, see your big head, and that's normal. I know that they are married to their friends, because that's probably how they talk to their friends. There are some things that your children should never see you do as parents. Okay, this has nothing to do with whether you're Christian or any other religion. As a person, there are some character traits. If you never want to see your children insulting themselves, why would you as husband and wife insult yourself? It makes no sense. Except you will be happy if they call you from school and they say, oh, your daughter said this in school, your son said this in school, he called this person a name, he used the F word, he used the B word, then you can go ahead and say that in your home. But if you know that you don't want to receive that embarrassing call from your child's school that your child said this, your child said that, then you want to work on yourself now. You want to fine-tune your character now. You have the, utmost responsibility to do that. Sorry, nobody can do it for you. You have to filter your character now. You have to work on yourself now that you are single. Because when you get into marriage, it's the battle of the fittest. You have to be ready already. You have to be ready already. Because if you're not mature, if you're not a trustworthy friend, if you're not a truthful friend, when your friends need your opinion about, oh, girl, do you think this hairstyle is nice, or should I change it to that other hairstyle? Wisdom tells you that you need to be transparent. So you're telling your friend, oh yeah, I think the other hairstyle works for you, but I don't think that color suits you though. And you are transparent with them without thinking, oh, I'm going to hurt my friend. If you get into marriage, you'll be amazed at how you would belittle the term called intimacy because you're unable to be transparent with your partner. Let me tell you, transparency is the highest form of intimacy. And if you have a problem with transparency right now as we speak, please, make a commitment to drop it. Drop it. Tell yourself that I want to be a transparent person with everybody around me. Now, this doesn't mean you have to comment on every post and say, oh, this skirt isn't so nice. And that's not what we're talking about, transparency. Transparency is that somebody is asking for your opinion. You are so fine this evening, though. Mercy, don't distract me, this girl. So transparency is the highest form of intimacy. If you cannot be transparent with a person, then you don't, genuinely care for them. So work on it now. Be a transparent person. Now, transparency means that they ask for your opinion and, of course, give your opinion. Right? Don't sugarcoat it. Now, I teach ladies this on the boot camp. That's the sandwich method, how to talk to a man. So you use the sandwich method whenever you want to pass a message across. Now, you see what is incredible. I did not learn the sandwich method in marriage. I learned the sandwich method in my singleness. I used it to win a lot of wars in my singleness. So the sandwich method is bread, something inside and bread. Now, I don't like sandwich, by the way, but if you like sandwich, you know that you have the choice to put whatever you like in between the bread, right? That's the sandwich method when you're dealing with a man. Listen with all of your ears. When you're dealing with a man, please use the sandwich method. That's how you get him to change. If you're not liking, his character, his attitude, whatever it is that you feel like, oh, he could do better, use the sandwich method. That is praise, tell, and praise. Praise, tell, and praise. Praise, tell, and praise. So you're telling him, oh, I really appreciate you in my life. I like the way that you're my friend. I like how you're always there. I like how you're always there for me. I really appreciate you as my friend. Yet, now you're telling him, I would appreciate even more if you would reply me on time. I don't think that's something though. If you would stop commenting on others females posts. I don't know what your problem might be with him though, but whatever it is, you tell him there, then you use the praise again. But I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being an amazing friend. Now he might not act like he heard you, but something in him has heard your praise and your praise. Now, whenever it comes back to him, your two praises, right? Your tell will always be in the filter. So praise, tell, and praise, even with your friends. Don't be so blunt and say, oh, me, I'm a very transparent person. I always tell my mind, oh, you're already telling us you're not ready for marriage. You have to be wise in the way that you communicate your emotions. You have to be wise in the way that you tell how you feel. Start now. Start working on yourself now. Because once you get married, they really, some things might not be able to suddenly change if you didn't work on them in your singleness. So your singleness is a gift to you. Work on yourself. And you know yourself best. You know all the things that you don't like about yourself. Someone told me this. She said that every time she says something in a place and she sees people's reaction, that it just makes her feel uncomfortable and she wants to speak less. I said that's a good thing. It's good that you told yourself this truth. So tell yourself the truth. she doesn't like the way that people react when she's too chatty in a gathering. So she started to work on how she would always talk. She always has an opinion about everything. So you have your own difficulties by yourself. Mine was a lot of things. I think I had like 1,000,000,001 issues in my singleness. Trust me. Like, I don't want people to reply with THK. That's when they want to say thank. Please reply with THANK. All those funny things. A lot of us have, hi my darling, welcome in. So you might have some issues with your personality. This is the best time to work on it. If you're unable to keep your friends' secrets, this is the best time to work on it, because your children might confide in you with some things and you might go and spill it out to your friends. I love my mom so much because some issues I had gone through, she would never say it to another of my siblings. And it just made me to think, this woman has fine-tuned her character way before marriage, that my father trusts her so much. So there are some things that you need in marriage, whether you like it or not. Being a big mouth, is not gonna help. Being a person that lacks loyalty is not gonna help. Being a person that doesn't always know what they want from life is not gonna help. So I had one friend that would always, anything I told her, she would share with people. And I said to my mentor that I don't think I want to be friends with this girl again. Everything I tell her, she's going to tell everybody. Guess what my mentor said? She said, that's a beautiful thing. So what you do now is you tell her all the things you want to make public. So if you're releasing new music, you tell that friend so she can tell more people. I was like, jeez, why did I come from this angle? But you see, that kind of a person, I cannot tell her anything that is peculiar to me or private to me. She has lost the privilege. So please don't be that friend that they cannot trust with any information, because you will need it in marriage. Your partner needs to trust you, as well as they need to know that you are going to be loyal to them. Can they leave you home for a month and they're not worried that, who is over with my wife at home? All of this you need to sort out in your singleness, because if you don't sort it out in your singleness, it's going to literally be waiting there for you in marriage. I'm gonna see you guys next Sunday, but until then, remain beautiful, remain on fire for God. You know what, I'm dropping a new video over the weekend. I want every lady to go and watch it. It will bless you tremendously. That's one. Number two is the podcast will not be daily anymore. It would be weekly, because you guys voted that you wanted it to be weekly. So we will now be having the Coach Thyna show every Saturday, not every day anymore. So we can have longer episodes, and I can spend more time explaining and sharing on relationships and love, right? That's the second information. The third information is that my course, Becoming a More Attractive Woman, is now available to join. So all you need to do is use the link on my bio to join. It would be a blessing to you. Then the bootcamp, the Pinning Your Husband Down bootcamp, starts at the end of June next month. So start to plan, start to save towards the bootcamp. A lot of people are blessed. Very soon we'll put the testimonials on the website for those of you who have already attended the bootcamp and are very, very blessed and ready to meet your husbands. I'm gonna see you next weekend. For those who are not following my YouTube, I'm Coach Thyna on YouTube. Please go and subscribe. A lot of videos that would be a blessing to you and your loved ones. Share the video. Whatever video blesses you, share the video. And on TikTok, I'm on TikTok. Now on TikTok, I'm Thyna O. That's my son in Molani Pekun. So go and look for me on TikTok, Thyna O. And I will see you next Sunday evening. Until then, remain beautiful, remain on fire for God, remain in love. Now, when I say remain in love on the podcast, people are like, I'm single. You're telling me to remain in love. Remain in love with yourself. Okay? Remain in love with yourself, because that's another thing that would crown you a beautiful relationship. When you love yourself, when you do things for yourself. I remember when I was single. Thank you. See you later. Oh, you're welcome. I remember when I was single, I would go out buy myself coconut rice, village rice, and jollof rice. That was my way to love myself. And when I'm eating it with all of my heart. Like, yes, I worked for this, and I'm loving up on myself. And you see how I'm so excited by the time I'm out to talk to people or network. So basically, when you love yourself, people will love you more. That's how it works. So when I say remain in love, I'm really saying remain in love with yourself. Have a beautiful evening. Coach Thyna signing out. Bye-bye.